Hello and welcome back to How to Build Software Without Coding. I'm Mr. Hackathon and I show you how to build software without coding. And in today's walkthrough, we're actually going to look at a voice application that I created with ElevenLabs. If you're not familiar with ElevenLabs, in my opinion, it is one of the best AI audio platforms on the market. It has lots of free exploration for you to get started. I think, as you can see here, you can obviously do text to speech that lots of different tools can do nowadays, but the quality of the voices is very, very high quality. If we hit play,
The ElevenLabs voice generator can deliver high-quality, human-like speech in 32 languages. Perfect for...
you can change a voice, so you can upload audio and change the voice, or you can just record it straight from your laptop or wherever. You can do dubbing, so we're gonna do Harry write from English to some kind of Indian language.
I think some of the best CEOs in the world really curious about your leadership state of leadership के बारे में सोचते हैं तो आप leadership को कैसे देखते हैं?
So you see, it's still his voice in another language. We can create special effects like special sound effects, and you can also do voice cloning. So you can clone your voice, then just as I'm talking here, I could have cloned my voice, create transcript, and then add my own voice read out voice over. So ElevenLabs is very, very versatile, lots of interesting things. But one today is a voice application creator that they recently released. So if we take a look at this, I'm going to hit test AI agent, and what it can do, I've set this up to do almost like role play. So the AI assistant is acting as an Apple support agent, and I'm just acting as a customer, and we are going to have a conversation about troubleshooting. But if you imagine what this could look like for your business, for standard operating procedures, to actually have a voice conversation instead of typing all the time. I know I do a lot of tutorials about Chip and Chat GPT and lots of different platforms. A lot of it is actually focused on typing and this kind of chat interface, but voice is becoming more and more popular, and ElevenLabs is exploring what it looks like in that space and really innovating in the space, in my opinion. So we're going to test the AI agent. I am going to call the agent.
I think I'm gonna focus on the business.
Hey, I need some help with my Apple device. Can you help me?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. What kind of Apple device are you having trouble with, and what seems to be the issue? Tell me as much as you can so I can understand what's going on. I'm here to get you back on track.
I think I have an iPhone 11, and the issue really is the storage. I can't figure out why I can't download anything, and all these messages keep popping up.
Oh, I see. It sounds like you're running out of storage space on your iPhone 11. That's a common issue, but we can definitely fix it. Let's start by checking your storage. Go to your Settings app and then tap on General. From there, you'll see an option for iPhone storage. Can you tell me what percentage of your storage is being used?
90% of my storage is being used.
That's a lot of storage being used. It's no wonder you're having trouble downloading things. Let's try to...
So I think you get the point. This can be applicable to anything. We've used a very practical use case here, but you could create games this way for maybe your kids or maybe your students. There's lots of different interesting use cases to use this for, and it's really easy to make. So let's take a look. So when you open the interface, they have ElevenLabs has like a playground where you can explore text to speech and voice change and lots of different things. But we're in this agents menu here, and I've created a new agent from their template. So if I select create new agent, and again, I've used the support agent template, but you can use math tutor, video game creator, or a blank template, but I've used the support agent. And so the settings were already kind of pre-configured for me. What we have here is the language. Obviously, I've selected English. We have a first message that the agent will say. we have a system prompt. So my system prompt is super simple. You are an Apple technical support agent. You are very friendly and enthusiastic and really want to help the customer get the help they need. Answer in 3 to 7 sentences in most cases. So this prompt is based off the prompt from the template. All I change is Apple technical support agent, and you see how it interacts. We can expand this, we can reduce this, which will change the output of the conversation with the agent and the user. We can select LLMs. You can see here they're using Gemini right now, which is a great time to experiment. It's free, but obviously at some point they're going to have to pass this cost on to the user. The temperature is how creative it is. We have about token usage. Currently, I haven't given it a knowledge base, but if you think about what this could look like for, I don't know, your plumbing business, or what this could look like for your repair shop business, you can add the documentation. I say documentation, but you can add your FAQ, or you can add information in the knowledge base. We can add tools. So tools is, do you want to connect it to your Google Calendar or Calendly? Do you want to connect it to any third-party services? And secrets allows the agent authorization to be able to use those third-party services. We can change the voice. So you can see here, I have this energetic voice named Stuart, but we can change it to, let's see, this one.
Don't settle for a relationship that won't let you be yourself.
Very nice voice. And we have a output format if you want to export anything. We can adjust the pronunciation and adjust any additional settings. As you can see here, I'm not going to go through each of them one by one, especially when they have descriptions underneath them. This is what I actually found interesting, analysis. So you can analyze the transcript. If we go over to conversations, you can see a record of the previous conversations. So if I open my most recent conversation, you can see I have an overview. I can play it back, so it's being recorded.
Hi, I'm Philip. How can I help you today?
Hey, I need some help. Perfect. It summarized it, but it also created a transcription of the speakers. So obviously here there's 2 speakers. If there's any data, it can extract the data from the conversation. We can also download the audio right here. If I go back to agents, what we can also do, give it some time to load. If I go to analysis and add criteria, we can also create criteria to determine if the goal of the conversation is met. So you can see here it says the result will be one of 3 values: success, failure, or unknown. And we can create a prompt around that to determine whether the goal of the conversation was met. So if it was to troubleshoot the user's concern, I can create a prompt for that, and we can determine whether it was a success, failure, or unknown. We can also extract certain things from the transcript. So if I wanted to extract the issue, I might give that, say, issue and a description of what it is. So I might put issue right here and describe what that identifier is all about, and it could extract that data from the transcript. Obviously we have security here. I just use the assistant, but we can add authentication. We can add certain URLs to use it. We can also enable or disable overrides. So do you want the user to adjust the language? Do you want them to be able to adjust the system prompt and the voice? Chances are you won't. but you might if you're creating especially something for young people, you might want them to adjust the voice if they want to use a different voice. Here, I thought this was really cool to have, that you can set a certain timeout since the user last spoke, and if it exceeds that timeout, then it will force a turn. Because you are paying for actually usage, it has a particular business model where you're paying for minutes. So this right here is particularly interesting, where you can set a maximum number so people are not just yapping with your assistant. And then lastly, what I thought was super interesting for me is you can add a widget, or you can turn this into a widget. So you can see here, you can add this to your website, which is super interesting. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing.
Oh, so let's try again. Hey, how you doing? Hey, have you got anything to say?
Hi there, I'm Philippe, your friendly Apple support agent. I'm here to help you with any Apple product or service you need assistance with. What can I do for you today?
So you can add that to your website, which is super cool. Super cool. So lastly, let's see. It's not collecting any feedback, and you can change the appearance. You could add an avatar, or you could change how this orb looks, and this is the avatar, or you could just add an image. You can see here the call to action, need help, and the call to action here. When I used the other page, I think it had the button start a call. You could add that. So I can now share this URL with anybody for them to be able to use my agent. So that is a quick walkthrough on building a voice application with ElevenLabs. I'm excited to see where this space goes. I really do love voice. I really do love ElevenLabs and the things they're doing and the way they're innovating. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments. And what are your thoughts on ElevenLabs and how you'll use this technology? Happy hacking.